Today I wanted to talk about another great mind in the medicine, and that is a Professor Karl Landsteiner. Okay, he was born in 1816 in Vienna, and his father actually died when he was 6 years old, and he was raised by his mother. And he actually had a dead mask of his mom hanging on the wall until the day he died. He was very attached to him. So he was actually studying in Vienna immunology and biochemistry, and in Vienna General Hospital he also studied medicine there. So throughout his career he focused mostly on immunology. Actually, he was a pathologist. Okay, so he worked with a syphilis. He actually discovered the haptens, which are actually antigens, form of an antigens, are small molecules that do not have immunogenicity, just an antigenicity feature of the antigens. He also have studied the paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria, and he made a great contribution to knowing this disease. He also worked with the polio for a while, so he showed that polio can be transmitted to monkeys by actually having a spinal cord extracts from people who have died from polio and injecting them into the monkeys, and that was used later, okay, to discover the vaccines for the polio. In 1875, actually Landois, another physician, have shown that blood transfusions from dogs to human results in a hemolytic reaction. And Landsteiner actually described the same thing when transfusing blood from human to humans. Actually, he published that in 1900s, I believe somewhere between 1900 and 1903. And even though it was received little attention, but he dedicated his life to working with the blood groups, and he was the one who actually classified the blood groups as A, B, and O. And not only this, he demonstrated that transfusion between these groups, when there is incompatibility, will result in actually a transfusion reaction or a hemolysis. And thanks to him, okay, he saved billions of lives. He received Nobel Prize in 1930, if I'm not mistaken, and he died in 1943 in his lab, okay, while holding a pipette. A true scientist.